Okay, so you develop your idea, okay, and it's got to be based around something that you love, something that you can be passionate about, because as we say, podcasting is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's going to take time for you to get where you want to be. Of course, there's shortcut methods, which we like to teach, but the principle is it's going to take some time, and there's nothing worse than actually recording a podcast series that you're bored with. It's not your thing. So that's vitally important. Now, on the other side of the fence, it is vitally important to actually think about what your listener wants. It's not just about you blasting out and hoping for the best. It's about you actually creating content that you know right from the beginning there's going to be people wanting to listen to. And it's quite easy to do this if you're willing to spend a little bit of time. You need to create your avatar. Now, an avatar is the ideal customer. It's a kind of guesswork. It's a hypothetical character that you create that you know inside and out, and will give you some great ideas about how to develop your show going forward. Now, with my show, Join Up Dots, I've got John Up Dots and I've got Joan Up Dots, two characters in their sort of 18s to 30s who are, as I say, in their third job. So they go through university or college or whatever, they get the first job, they think, okay, this isn't really what I want to do. They get another job, but they still don't really like it. So the third job is going to save it, and they're at that point where they're thinking, I've done 3 changes now and I'm still not happy. Maybe it's me. And so they're starting to look around for, what other people are doing. Why are they feeling unhappy? Why are they feeling disillusioned? And John and Joan are quite defined in my head. I really know what they're talking about, and I know where they hang out. And so by having that definition of these two characters in my mind, I can go over to Facebook, I can go over to forums, I can start constructing a real detailed package about these people just by looking at what I think they would be doing and finding groups associated with them. Now, there's a bit more to it than that, of course, and you can use Google keywords, you can use a myriad of sort of data mining sources. But at its essence, what it is, it's about providing content that people are going to want to hear about. You're actually defining your interest. You're defining your show's content based on somebody else, your ideal avatar. And what happens is, after a while, people will start communicating with you, and you will start to find out that it's not quite right, but it's not too bad. And you can start changing it and defining it. And maybe it's not between 18s and 30s. Maybe it's actually 30s to 65s. It might be more predominantly in America or Australia. Your custom base will change over a period of time, and it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. I actually found out that mine was predominantly America, more than anywhere else, and I get a lot of my business and a lot of my custom through the States, which is brilliant. So you've got to do your work. You've got to think about what your customer is, who your customer is, their problems, their issues, how they live their life, where they're hanging out in the evening. You spend time defining that. Now, in Podcasters Mastery Elite, we give you great examples of how you can actually delve down really, really deep and find this information out. But basically, it's Google, it's Facebook, it's forums, it's anywhere that you think that people are hanging out, asking questions, talking, chatting, and you go over and you start looking at what kind of things they're chatting about. And if you can find those out, then they're perfect podcast episodes. And you know that people are going to want to listen to it, because you know that there's people out there already talking about those issues. Vitally important to create your avatar, but of course it's vitally important to create a content based around something that you would like to talk about as well.